Hello everybody. Sorry I had to check to see if my mic was on. I've been known to do whole videos before and yeah, so had to remake them. Not this time. Um, with that said, we've got quite a few today here that I want to try to get over. AXTG had a pretty decent day today. Is up 13%. It looks like maybe it bounced right off of the negative zero point 0.5 deviation. We do have support here and there, so that might be looking like it might be bouncing a little bit bigger of a retracement than you would like to see, but not devastating. So things are looking decent for AXTG going into tomorrow. Um, and then with also FERN. FERN took another one on the chin today. I forgot I had that pitchfork up, but that's a little confusing. I'll take that off for right now. Uh, so we had a jump up in price, and then we got knocked down, and then up, and then down, and now we're at a point right here, guys, where we're right on this pitchfork bottom. I would really feel comfortable and excited actually if we had a couple of blue days in a row and get away from this what I call the uncomfortable line, or it's the bottom of Andrew's pitchfork again. What this does is it takes the average price of this move right here, um, and we came back down after starting the move right here, so or at least the support line for this. And now we're at the bottom, so this means, are we going to then work our way back up to the average of this move, or are we now then going to start to come down to the average? This black line's the average price for this whole chart on the 1 year daily. So then that would mean that we would be working our way back down for FERN. So tomorrow is a really big day for FERN. With LGBS, had another rough one today, down 7.69%. I have my target area right here. Looks like it's working its way down there. So I am expecting for it to either start to bounce right here in this general area, or which is the -5 deviation, or will come down and hopefully it doesn't quite. It has support here right above the -1 deviation, so that's why I'm thinking it's going to be in around this area, maybe 0.0085 ish area, something like that, with agreement with the horizontal support. We're looking at 0.0082. That would be probably a good buy-in area for LGBS. MJWL kind of looks like FERN, doesn't it? Here we're in this mini little leg of this big overarching one for the move, and we're working our way back down probably to the 0.1028 area before it decides what it wants to do. It will either start its way back up again, or if we break here, then we're looking at horizontal support, which falls right in line with the -1 deviation, which is at 0.0699. So we'll have to wait and see what happens to MJWL. We probably really won't know what it's going to do until it gets down here. That's what I'm suspecting that's going to do. Again, guys, I'm not a professional. I am just an old man in a dark room looking at 3 monitors. I'm not an advisor. Next, we have SYBIL. SYBIL kind of looking like MJWL, FERN. All we're doing is we have the average. This is Andrew's pitchfork again. Here's the average line. We tested it. Here's the bottom. We tested it, came back down, came back up to the average, and now we're coming down and we're retesting the bottom of Andrew's pitchfork. Now you notice I have an arrow here. This is what I'm looking at, and this is what I'm thinking it could come down to. If we go by horizontal, strictly horizontal, we do have concurrence right here at the +5, plus 0.5 deviation here at 0.0321. If that breaks, if I'm not saying it's going to, I say that it might, hence if it comes down here, we might test Andrew's pitchfork, and if it breaks, then we are most likely looking at the going back to average, which is 0.0255 is at the end of the world. No, it's not. SYBIL's a great company. It's just the way things happen sometimes with buying and selling. People see charts like this and it acts like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Many people see a shoulder here, they see a head, they see a bull trap. I'm not the only one, guys. All I'm telling you is what millions of other people are looking at and know. Experienced traders see this, and then they're like, "Well, I'm going to get out." Well, that causes this, and then the hedge funds come in, see that, they short the crap out of it, and then it creates the head and shoulders. That is a possibility. Does not mean that it's going to happen. I'm not telling you to sell all your shares right now. I'm telling you what could happen. All right? I'm not telling you, oh, it's just going to go down a little bit or it's going to skyrocket tomorrow. That's not what this pattern indicates. It's going down. Okay? Here's the trend line, guys, right here. This is the top of the two recent highs. It creates a trend. If it's below the trend line, that means it's in a downward trend. What does that mean? The price goes down. Farther away it gets from this downtrend line means stronger and stronger the selling pressure is. If you notice, the buying pressure is tanking, and now the bearish selling pressure is going up. That creates all of this to happen. Now it might bottom out here, and then we might bounce our way back up and then finally break this downward trend line, which means then we will be in an upward trend again. But until so, be careful with your money. Me personally, I'm loving life. I'm sleeping no problem because I sold right here. I don't have to worry about any of this. I don't have to be buying dips. First of all, you're not going to be buying, you don't buy dips on the way down, you buy them on the way up. That's what I'm going to do. When this starts coming up, I bought here, sold here. This starts coming up, I'll buy back in here. Now, not just staying in here and having the same amount of money I've had in, I got a lot more money because I sold right here. This to me is a discount, right? So I take that money. Let's say I put in $10,000. I sell, I get out $10,000 is worth up here. Now I get to buy at half the price, and I get to put in all that money back in here if I choose to. And now back here, back in this day, it was only worth $4,000 when I had it right here. Well, now I've got $10,000. You think that's smart? You don't hold and buy more. You sell, get out, and you buy back in, move up, buy on the dips. There's other ways of doing it. You could, take out your profit, keep your initial investment in, just in case it starts going up. But guys, you can have buying levels, okay? But you want them spread out. Buy some here, buy some here, buy some here. Okay, you could do that. That's what I did with AMC. I have buying levels at 20, 40, 50. It's spread out. I'm making money or on some and losing some on the others, and you can play it that way, but you have to be strategic about it and do it in the right spots. But if you're just keeping in this, diamond hands business is silly. Um, Diamond hands actually means something else, and so does paper hands. And I discussed that previously in a video. Get out, make your money, get back in, and make more money. It's that simple. So with CYBL, again, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Probably in the next couple of days, we'll figure out what's going on. Until so, one blue candle doesn't change my mind a bit. What changes my mind? Downward trend line, right there, resistance line. We break that, we're in an uptrend. We start putting in higher highs and higher lows. But until so, I'm not going to put my money into something that's going down. Nope, not me. I'll wait. Let's see. One of my calls, KAVL, the other day. I'm still in it. It's a long play, so I'm not worried about this. Not worried about this dip here, right here. I have my stop loss down here, and I'm just gonna play it out. I still believe that we're eventually gonna work our way back to the average. Just the average price, guys. It's just the average, $4.17. So I'm just holding off and waiting with that one. And then FCEL, I guess this was starting to get, media coverage and everything like that, which scares me when someone says, hey, there's a price target of $27. In my experience, when that happens, that tells me Citadel's wanting a lot of people to buy so they can drop the price. Is that what is going to happen? I have no idea. I just watch the reaction and wait and see. Again, I have my stop loss in. If I get stopped out, well then shame on me. I didn't get the play right. The play looked very, very good. It broke the average means, and just like it did before, it got up to the 0.5 deviation, and that is my play again. Unfortunately, someone had to come out and say, hey, this is worth $1 million. So it jacks prices up and then it goes down. So that's just probably the perfect storm for me. It looked like a good move getting into it. And then news comes out and looks like so far it's going the negative way on supposed good news. Who would have thought that happens? I'm just going to throw it out there. Also, we've been on the Discord talking about golden crosses, and just like I told you about some of the other plays that look interesting, just to throw it out there. CDNT, really nice looking chart, nice 45 degrees going up. Now, obviously, if we're talking golden crosses, I have to have moving averages on here. So let me get that taken care of here real quick. This one, a lot of good things going about it. Uptrend. It looks like it's bouncing for the second time. It's retested now 3 times actually. The -1 deviation, so it's creating support here, which is good. And then we have this, the 20-day, which is the red, is looking like it's starting to cross over not only the 50 but the 200 at the same time. When this happens, usually there's a really, really good push up. And with that said, it's kind of a perfect storm. We're in a -1 deviation area. It likes to move up to the average price. So we got that going for us. And we got the crossovers happening here also. So things are, I'm getting excited and getting ready to, me personally, I'm getting ready to get in this, depending on what's going on tomorrow. So looking at that one, and then one more here. This is a little bit farther away from the 200. But if this crosses here and then quickly crosses this will break these downward resistance trend lines. We again right on the negative 1 deviation. So that is a nice little recipe for getting back at least up to the average price. We see here we did have a fake out here, crossover that happened. It did go up, but then retraced back down. But here you see what can happen with a big move crossover here with the 50 crossing over. It does tend to go quite well. Now this crossover happened right on the average means line, but this one happened at the negative 1 deviation. And now here we have kind of the same recipe again. The only thing that I don't like about this is in the downward, there is downward resistance here, but obviously a change of momentum would break that and have it go quite a bit up. Target prices, everything, guys, I have no idea. I would probably, 21.51, 22.49, and then I would say if it breaks 22.49, it could possibly get to $23.47. The importance of looking left. Now I'll leave you with one little lesson here, look at that today. I called this out at 8:35 in the morning. It came on the pre-market scan. So obviously it didn't look like this, it just looked like this, okay, down here. So I looked at the scan, I looked at it and I'm like, okay, here's some resistance at 323. I can't remember what it started at, but we were up here. And so what I did is I looked to the left and went to the 3-year, and I'm like, okay, this is getting more interesting. If we break the 743 area right here, we could, really go to, probably 1272, I think I called. And then if that, most likely we would be then going through the deviations as resistance. Here, funny, there's this deviation line, the 2 deviation lines darn near right with this candle. And then we're just dealing with these big, massive candles. No resistance coming down. So I alerted, say, guys, look, if this could go to 12, it could hit 15, 17. If it hits 17, this has a possibility of, hitting 22, somewhere around there. So actually, I think I said 23 something, I think, somewhere around there. So very, very important lesson, guys. Always look to the left. When you're planning out a trade, when you see something that's hot early in the morning, you look and see where your support and resistances are, because you might just be lucky and fall upon this and see this and plan it out, write it, put it on your chart, put a big line here. If it breaks here, this has a good chance of going up. And quite a few people made a lot of money on that today, so I was really happy about that. And with that said, guys, I hope you have a really good night. I hope I didn't bore you to death and be too long here. But I hope you all made money today, and we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.